Good morning, everybody. This is Chris here in Honolulu, Hawaii, doing your London close analysis for 24th of April 2020. Thanks for joining me. Happy Friday. We call it Aloha Friday here in Hawaii. So we'll take you through the markets. It's pretty muted today. There's one trade I might be interested in, but really not a lot going on, but we did have a couple trades yesterday, so we'll show you those. You can see by the heat map here, the Swiss franc and the yen are fairly bid. The Kiwi and CAD are fairly sold off. The pound is sold a bit. US is kind of mixed, and the euro is being bid going into the close. But you can see the percentage gains here, nothing substantial, so nothing's really rocketing off here. We could see some late action. I know we're waiting for the S&P announcement on Italy and on the UK. So that could provide some late market volatility here. But that's pretty much all we have today. So, once again, dollar switches back and forth. Crude prices are steady, so the CAD is doing okay. Euro, like I said, fairly bid. UK, European Union trade talk update is muted. Everything else pretty much flat. So not a heck of a lot to talk about in terms of announcements. Core durable good orders were actually over forecast. So only down 0.2% for the U.S. as opposed to the forecast of negative 6.1. Durable goods orders was down though. Consumer sentiment falls. The University of Michigan was okay. So once again, I think there's a really good theme on here. Markets limp into the weekend. What we had going on yesterday, let me show you the trades we had. So the first one I'll share is the trade we talked about yesterday, which was the pound Aussie, and that was a long. And you can see it tested our stop, but did not close below it, and it went all the way up to the profit target. So that was a very nice move for us, and it was a good gain. So it, consolidated here, trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and it really almost made it. I think made it into the London Open, and that's when it spiked up there. So right before the London Open, like maybe an hour before. So that was a good trade. On the flip side, I did take a trade on the Swiss franc yen, and I took that long. So I took it at 110.25, I believe. So right here, and this was a very nice pattern I saw that I liked, and I thought it would be a little bit more risk on because oil prices were steadying, and you could see it dropped. Our stop was here at 95. It dropped below to 91. So we closed out of this thing. So we took about I risked 2% per trade, so we took a little over 2% loss on this one. So that's how trading goes. But the net was a profit for the day because obviously the 2.67 profit to a one loss nets you 1.67. So it was a little less than that. So today we want to look at USD CAD. I think with oil prices steadying, there's a possibility of a drop. You can see it's kind of raising here into the close. I like this pair on a Friday because it tends to move. In terms of where I'm looking at, I think 140, 137 is kind of the level I'm looking at. So we're looking at right here for it to come up to. That's kind of the level I want to see it test before I'd be a buyer or a seller here. Let's take a look at the volume profile. All right. Oh, I totally forgot. You know, we still have that CAD Swiss franc, or that EU Swiss franc trade. Excuse me. So we'll take a look at that. I think that one's up a little bit, but that one's just kind of sitting around. I might just close that one out because it's not doing anything, and it's been 3-4 days, so it's not really following what we expected. So you can see here at we've got a level that I like at 37. I believe that's a pivot, and then 52 is where all the volume is. So you can see the volume level is between 25 and 58. I don't know if it's going to make it up to that, so we'll see what happens. But maybe a nice little spike up and then a bounce down would be nice. So we'll keep an eye on this. I'm not going to put a trade in yet. I want to see what it does when it gets up to this level, and you know, that's where I think trading experience comes in. You know, the more you trade here, you know, you don't just put orders in blindly. There's levels, but those are price levels that have a high probability of rejecting from. But I want to see, what does the price do when it gets there? You know, what are the circumstances when it gets there? You know, if the market is in a big sell-off mode, some crazy oil thing going on, when it gets to this level, it's going to blast right through it. So I want to see it get here, and I want to analyze what's going on in the markets at that time. And based on that is what I can make my decision. If I feel like, once again, the CAD is a little bit oversold at this point, oil prices are steady, the market's steady, then I'll sell. If oil prices are going nuts and there's a huge drop off when it hits this level, I'm gonna sit on my hands and watch it, because I have a feeling it'll blast right through this thing and go up to the next level there. So that's how we trade, and London close is a great time to do that because most of the data is already out. So you can really be picky with what you're doing. And once again, what you're looking for is not necessarily the strongest currency and the weakest currency. You're looking for an overvalued currency and an undervalued currency. And you're looking to flip it because that's where you can really make the profits of the 2-to-1s to 3-to-1s. You know, by the time the news comes out and tells you which way the move's going, unless it's a really big trend, the move's already done. So you're getting in late. And, you know, you're in for a retracement at the least, so you're going to have to set a huge stop to, you know, protect yourself and hope that it goes up again and hope that the news doesn't change. So what I'm hoping is, once again, I look at the news and there's a move on a currency that's maybe a little, you know, too overvalued in my opinion, and one that's undervalued. It's going into a level that I think will reject it. So everything's kind of set up in your favor, and then you can risk very, very little to profit a lot. So you do that 100 times and you're going to be in profit. All right. So let's take a look at that Euro Swiss franc trade. And like I said, I might just close out of this thing because it's not doing nothing. Well, it's up 10 pips about, but you can see, I mean, it's been just up and down, up and down, up and down. If we look at the higher time frame, I really wanted to break this level here. It seems like it's been stuck here for, geez, how many days now? Since the 16th of April, it's 24, so 8 days it's been stuck here. So it's got to go somewhere. The euro's being bid right now, which is good. So let's see if it breaks this 30 level and gets up to maybe 50. That'll at least get us a 2-to-1 reward to risk. And at that point, I would close it out because it didn't spike up the way I meant, way I anticipated. And that's really how you have to manage your trades is, is this thing going the direction that you anticipated, and it's going at the speed that you're anticipating? If it's not, you have to make choices and you have to be dynamic in the markets. And that's something, I know Nick will teach you, I can teach you. And I learned, so it's nothing that, nothing new and nothing that I invented. I'm not that smart. So, but we'll keep an eye on this one. So let's you know what? I'll load up the 2 charts for today. We'll keep an eye on that one, and let's take a look at the USD CAD. I think it's going to stall at this 41 level, but I'm not going to get in at that level. It's not a trade I want to take. We have this thing open up. You can see it's already stalling a little bit. Um, so we'll keep an eye on this guy. And other than that, guys, the other big news out there, remdesivir, which was kind of the hope of the drug that could fight coronavirus, failed its first trial. So that was not good. On the flip side, there's states here in the U.S. that are starting to open up. Georgia, starting tomorrow, you can go get a massage, get a tattoo, get your nails done. So Georgians are going to be happy here in the U.S. Hawaii, we're still locked down till the end of May here. I do know they're opening golf courses up, which is good, I guess. But I'm looking forward to some restaurants to get some good food. So, all right, guys. Well, hey, thanks again, and I'll be on this for the next 40 minutes or so. Let's take a look at the Euro Swiss franc. Once again, we might get out of this during the time frame, and I'll hop on and let you know if we're doing that, and then we'll keep an eye on the U.S. CAD. Broke the 141.03, so we're looking for it to get up to 37 at least, and then let's see what it does when it gets up there. All right. Thank you guys, and hit me up on chat if you have any questions. All right, I'll be on. Hey guys, just wanted to share with you a trade that I'm taking right now. So we're going to do a short going into the close on the Euro Aussie. So basically, London's about to close here, and I don't think there's going to be much appetite to hold a Euro position going into those S&P updates for Italy and the UK. So there's not a heck of a lot of upside for the euro on this pair. And then Australia is probably handling the coronavirus outbreak the best out of any major economy. So the word is that they'll rebound faster. So this is kind of a nice trade to hold in for the weekend. This could be the profit target if it hits today, but if it gets down into here and then maybe closes for the weekend, I mean, we could gap down way further, maybe to like the 67, 66. So it could be a really, really nice trade here. So I entered on this one. It's at 169.40 is the level that I got in. So we're looking at like a 26 pip stop. So the reward to risk on this is 2.62 to the bottom there. I might close out if it stalls right here going into the end of the day. So I'll share that with you guys for the rest of the day. We're still keeping an eye on those other two trades, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to close out the Euro Swiss franc. I'm not confident on holding that for the weekend. So that's it for the weekend, guys, and I'll catch you on Monday. Have a great day, and I'll talk to y'all later.